young people are going to learn about sex, and our question has to be, where do we want them to learn it from? From the media? From their friends? Or do we want them to learn from an educated, responsible adult? Hi, I am Geeta Bhaskar Sujit, a women's wellness, feminine power, and sexual intimacy coach. Normalizing talk around sex within the family is my topic for today. And before I begin, I would like to thank the I Am family and the Rotary Club for giving me this opportunity. Talking about sex shouldn't be embarrassing. The more comfortable we are about sharing this with our kids, the safer they will be. Sex education is not just about what pleasures we gain from it, but also about sexual health and family planning. The aim of sexual education is to foster healthy sex practices. For our children's sake, the outdated version of the dreaded sex talk has to change. Our first job as parents is to keep our children alive and safe. We readily teach them to keep fingers out of electrical sockets and to look both ways before crossing a busy street. But when it comes to providing kids with some basic information about sexual health, many parents feel hesitant and embarrassed. As a result, they may avoid the subject entirely. Embarrassed or not, it's your responsibility as a parent to talk about the subject with your kids anyway. You can also provide them with accurate, youth-friendly materials to read in print or online. If you don't, your kids may well learn about sex from sources that aren't exactly reliable. So, as we begin to start normalizing sex around our children, let's keep a few guidelines in mind. Point number 1. Don't wait too long to start talking about sex. Very young children can learn the correct names for the parts of their bodies. You can also discuss with them the need for people to be honest about their feelings and to be kind and respectful of other people's feelings. These are basic lessons for good sexual relationships that you can build on later. If you do not start these conversations early, don't be surprised if your child becomes more resistant as they approach puberty. Nonetheless, plan to revisit the subject of sex and sexual health often in an age-appropriate manner as the kids grow up. And if you didn't start early, don't let that keep you from talking with your kids now. There's no use regretting past mistakes. It's never too late to start talking with your kid about sex and relationships. The second point, don't pretend you are cool, calm, or collected about discussing sex if you are not. It's better to admit to your own feelings, even if you feel awkward. That way, you are modeling emotional honesty for your child, as well as doing the right thing even when it's not necessarily the easy thing. You can begin the conversation with, "This is going to be awkward, but we are going to talk about it anyway because it's important." Your task is to normalize talking about sex and to give kids a space where they can ask you anything. Point number 3, don't forget that your kids will do their own research. So make sure your kids know where to get reliable information without talking to you. Steer them to trustworthy, easy to use websites or leave books lying around which can provide the required information. Point number 4, Do discuss biology and safe sex practices, but don't ignore feelings and values. Discussions about sex should address your hopes and expectations for your child and your family's values. Even though you can't dictate your child's choices, but if you want your child to behave responsibly as a sexual being and to be kind and respectful to both themselves and their partners, please say so. Teach them the importance of boundaries and clarity with sexual partners. A good age for a talk about relevant values is about age 11 or 12. The next point. Let your child know they can expect to make mistakes. Remind your child that we all make mistakes in all spheres of life, including sex. Perhaps their mistake will be having unprotected sex. Let them know that they can always get tested for an STD in such a situation and get treated if necessary. Also explain that there are medications that can prevent pregnancy after unprotected sex. Help your kids understand that in their sex lives, as in all other aspects of their lives, mistakes are opportunities for them to grow and learn and do better next time. The next point. Consent is crucial. I think one major component most parents fail to communicate to their children is consent to sexual encounters. We have all seen what's going on in the news. Each of these stories is different but carry similar threads. Whether it's by coercing, drugging, or taking advantage of minors, perpetrators believe it's okay to have sex without consent. So I am hoping that when the time comes to talk to your child about sex, consent is a part of your discussion. Now more than ever, our children need to be protected from predators who feel that bodies are free game. Our children will one day indulge in sex, whether we like it or not. And it's our job to make sure they are happy, healthy, and safe. The next point. Model your own experiences of pleasure. It's not just about what we say. Kids also learn a lot from what they observe. Let your children see you enjoying foods and activities and even physical and emotional interactions with your partners. And we should wholeheartedly enjoy all things with the children too. When you laugh together or read books together or do things that they enjoy, you are showing them that it is really wonderful to engage in activities that make you feel good. The last but not the least, do normalize pleasure. Of course, all of the above helps to establish pleasure as a natural part of life. But as your kids grow older and they roll their eyes extra hard at you because you want to talk about sex, you also need to share resources with them that they can peruse in their own time or use as jumping points for further conversations with you. A powerful framework to use when teaching kids how to make major life decisions, including those around sexuality, is to remember that it's important for their head, their heart, and their body to be aligned. In this way, they know that pleasure isn't the only thing that should drive their decision making. So keeping the head, heart, and body aligned is really important, and that is why I'm reiterating this point. If we are going to be open and honest with our kids and talk about how babies are made, a piece of that is the fact that it's pleasurable. We don't want them to think that it's gross or bad or scary. If we don't talk about pleasure when we are talking about reproduction, we are only telling our children a half truth. Lessons that omit talk of pleasure is to be, in a way, honest. Sex is the most common way people make babies, but it's also how they show love and affection and experience pleasure. So remember, early conversations about pleasure, sexual or otherwise, will help children become adults who engage in healthy sexual relationships. I hope these pointers have helped and that you will use them when you start talking to your children about sex. All of you, please remember, let's normalize sex in our talk with our children so that they grow up to be responsible adults. Thank you for your patience in listening to me, and thank you again, I am and Rotary, for giving me this opportunity.
Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much, Kamakshi, for such a wonderful introduction. I would like to thank the Rotary and I am for giving me this beautiful platform जहाँ से मैं आप लोगों से interact कर सकूँ. And first of all, I want to say thank you, and I feel so much gratitude towards everybody who are with us today, watching us today. Thank you so much for taking out your precious time to listen to us, to be with us for such a long time. So yes, we are today here for celebrating motherhood. We are today here to celebrate the trait we call as mamta. And I just want to wish all of you a very, very happy and beautiful Mother Day. And I just want to say that celebrating Mother's Day is not only about celebrating Mother's Day, it is more of celebrating feminism, it is more of celebrating that feminine energy. Though we are coming to this, अभी थोड़ी देर में हम इस बारे में पूरी अच्छे से बात करेंगे. सो यू नो वॉट, जब हम मदर्स डे की बात करते हैं, एक बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुल चीज़ है जो मैंने बचपन से सुनी है, जो ऑफकोर्स आप लोगों ने भी बचपन से सुनी होगी, कि भगवान ने माँ को बनाया एंड देन वो छुट्टी पे चले गए. एंड हाउ ब्यूटिफुली इट इज सेड, बिकॉज भगवान हर जगह नहीं हो सकते थे, तो उन्होंने मदर को बना दिया और हर बच्चे के पास छोड़ दिया. अब यहाँ से ही हमें पता चल जाता है कि मदर्स हमारी लाइफ में कितना ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करती हैं. सो टुडे व्हेन आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट फेमिनिटी, व्हेन आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट फेमिनिज्म एंड हाउ आई एम क्लबिंग फेमिनाइन एनर्जी विद मदरहुड, with mothers and with Mother's Day, today we are going to talk about that. See, mothers, how much mothers are important to us, we all are aware of this. We all know that mothers के बिना life कितनी ज़्यादा difficult हो सकती है, we can imagine. The point over here is that when I am talking about feminine energy, feminism is not only about a woman. Feminine energy and masculine energy की जब हम बात करते हैं, we have studied a lot about all these things. If you can relate, Shiva, he is Ardhanareshwar. Ardhanareshwar means Adhi Nari, Adhe Purush. That means it's not about being a woman or a man, it's more about consisting feminine energy and masculine energy both. So when I am talking about feminine energy, it's not only about women, it's equally about men as well. But what's the difference? The difference is that if we are talking about man, he has more dominating traits of masculinity, and if we are talking about women, women consist more dominating traits of feminine energy, we can say. First of all, it is very important for us to know that if we don't have balance in masculine energy and feminine energy, we can't be happy. The pursuit of happiness, the pursuit of success, the pursuit of health, the pursuit of relationship, the pursuit of wealth, everything will be coming to an end if we are not balancing the feminine energy and masculine energy into this universe. And what are we? We are a part of universe. It is said Sanskrit mein, I don't know if you people can relate or not. Aham Brahmasmi means I am the universe. So if we need to balance the energy, masculine energy and feminine energy in the universe, it is equally important that you should understand that how important it is for you to balance the feminine energy and masculine energy inside you as well, right? So talking about mothers now, why I am relating this feminine energy to Mother's Day and motherhood while we are here over to celebrate motherhood. See, the basic nature which a mother has, if we'll talk about, it's the nature of giving birth, alright, and then nurturing the child, caring about that child, sacrificing certain things which she always wanted to do but she doesn't do because she needs to take care of the child. And now all these things are the trait of feminine energy, but what makes a mother special is just that she can give birth. वो अपने अंदर एक जीव को रखती हैं और पूरे 9 महीने तक उसे नर्चर करती हैं, and then she is able to give birth to a new life. Now, if we are talking about nurturing, caring, being very emotionally, invested, if we are talking about being very warm, very soft, very loving, all these traits are the traits of feminine energy. I would not say that man doesn't have these traits. They have it. But the more dominating ones are the traits of masculine energy, like power, very much, assertive, very much dedicated, very much practical, very much materialistic. All these traits are of a man. So now, if in a woman, it's only about the traits of feminine energy, she would lag in certain areas of her life. And if I am talking about a man, if he will lag in certain traits of feminine energy, he will also be behind in some areas of his life. So that's why I'm talking about balancing the masculine energy and feminine energy. So anyways, over here we are only talking about motherhood, mothers and feminine energy today. So I would just like to say this very beautiful thing: to be a very good mother, throughout your life, throughout your journey, You need to embrace that feminine energy within you. How important is it? It is very important, because all these traits which are making you a mother are a part of feminine energy, and if you are not embracing the feminine energy within you, you won't be able to happily live that motherhood. All right. So I just want to say that to embrace that feminine energy, it is very much important for you to take out certain time for yourself, and to just think about what you like the most. हम कहते हैं ना कि यार दूसरों को खुश रखने के लिए इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू टू बी हैप्पी. आपके लिए बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है खुश रहना, और जब आप खुश रहेंगी तो आप अपने बच्चों को भी खुश रखेंगी, उनको भी नॉलेज देंगी, उनको भी एक बेटर तरीके से नर्चर करेंगी. सो डू वॉट एवर यू feel good about. If you like reading, just take out 5 minutes for a day. I know you have a lot of responsibility, you are the mother of the house, and it's not only about आपके बच्चे जो आपको माँ कहते हैं. Your motherhood instinct is for everybody who is around in your house, your husband, your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, and अगर आपका कोई देवर है, ननद है जो आपके घर में रह रहे हैं, उन सब के लिए some pet. If you have some pet into your house, a lady always have this motherhood into her. अगर वो अभी तक माँ नहीं बनी है तो भी all these things, all these traits of motherhood are still there in a woman, in a lady. So I know you have a lot of responsibilities. आपको घर संभालना है, घर देखना है, इसको देखना है, उसको देखना है, खाना बनाना है. You have a lot to do. But then where are you? उस एनर्जी को सींचने के लिए, उस एनर्जी का सृजन करने के लिए, जो आपको मातृत्व की एक आपके अंदर एक भावना जगाती है, जो आपके अंदर की ममता जगाती है, जो आपके अंदर का मदरहुड जगाती है, उस चीज़ को सींचने के लिए, उस चीज़ को रिफ्रेन करने के लिए आपको क्या करना है? यू हैव टू गिव योर सेल्फ सम टाइम. एवरी डे जस्ट टेक आउट 15 minutes for whatever you like. Embrace your feminine energy. If you like reading books, read books. If you like कढ़ाई करना, कढ़ाई बुनाई करना, do that. If you like painting, crafting, do that. Once in a week, cook the food you like. अपने बच्चों की पसंद का खाना बनाते हैं आप, अपने हस्बैंड की पसंद का खाना बनाते हैं, अपने सास ससुर की पसंद का खाना बनाते हैं. किसी दिन ये सोचा कि यार I'll eat this because I'll cook this because I like it. And then इस बात से मुझे एक चीज़ याद आई. वन डे आई वॉज सिटिंग विद माई मॉम एंड आई वॉज जस्ट आस्किंग हर, मम्मा मेरी फेवरेट चीज़ क्या है? सो शी टोल्ड मी कि अच्छा खाने में, ओके यू लाइक दिस. आई टोल्ड हर कि व्हाट्स माई फेवरेट कलर. शी टोल्ड मी दैट दिस इज़ योर फेवरेट कलर. देन आई आस्क्ड हर, मॉम व्हाट डू यू लाइक? खाने में आपको क्या पसंद है? एंड शी वॉज नम. For I think 30 seconds she didn't answer my question. I asked her again, मम्मा आपको क्या पसंद है खाने में? And then she answered something. I was like इतना टाइम क्यों लिया? जब मैंने पूछा कि मुझे क्या पसंद है खाने में, तुरंत आपने बता दिया. जब मैंने आपसे पूछा कि आपको क्या पसंद है खाने में, तो आपको इतना वक्त लग गया. She said, बच्चे पैदा होने के बाद बेटा कभी इतना ध्यान ही नहीं दिया कि खुद को क्या पसंद है. सारी चीज़ें तुम्हारी पसंद की, सब कुछ तुम्हारी पसंद का किया. So I would like to say कि there are certain things. एक काम करते करते ना कभी कभी आपको भी लगता होगा कि यार बहुत काम कर लिया, बहुत ज़्यादा रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज़ है. हाउ टू मैनेज, हाउ टू टैकल. आपके अंदर, एक माँ के अंदर ये जो शक्ति आती है, बिना रुके, बिना थके, हर किसी की एक्सपेक्टेशंस पूरी करना, हर किसी को प्यार देना, हर किसी की केयर करना, ये कैसे आएगी? With that divine feminine energy, and you have to awaken that feminine energy by giving yourself some time, by doing something which you like. सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ है, आपको है ना अपने लिए लिमिटेशंस सेट करनी पड़ेंगी. लिमिटेशंस लाइक say no to certain things. I was reading this book that men are from Mars and women are from Venus. It talks about how men are different from women, and it talks about relationships. But उसमें एक चीज़ मैंने पढ़ी which was so beautifully stated that you should know how to, where are your limitations, where are your boundaries. You can't say yes to everything, because this is what a female do. This is a trait of, very dominant trait of a female. Saying no is a very very important aspect of loving yourself, of giving yourself certain importance. See, बहुत कर लिया यार, बच्चों के लिए, पति के लिए, सास ससुर के लिए. You have to do certain things for yourself as well, and give rest to yourself. You just can't keep doing everything. And the most important part of it is how to celebrate this womanhood is prioritize the things. अपने आप से पूछिए, क्या मैं किसी ऐसी सिचुएशन में हूँ जहाँ पे एक डू और डाई वाली सिचुएशन आ गई है कि मुझे ये काम करना ही पड़ेगा? अगर ऐसा है तो वो काम कीजिए, बाकी चीज़ों को थोड़े टाइम के लिए साइड में रख दीजिए. यू डोंट हैव टू डू एवरीथिंग साइमल्टेनियसली. प्लीज टेक केयर ऑफ योर सेल्फ, बिकॉज इफ यू आर गुड, इफ यू आर हैप्पी, इफ यू आर अ हैप्पी माइंड, हैप्पी सोल, योर किड्स विल बी हैप्पी अराउंड यू. तो टुडे, talking about mothers, I'm not gonna talk about how mother is important into a child's life, how woman is important into somebody else, मतलब like husband's life, बाकी लोगों की life में. Today on Mother's Day, I just want to talk about mothers, that how to embrace that feminine divine energy within you, how to love yourself, how to take care of yourself so that you can embrace all the feminine traits and you can use them to nurture others, to actually care for others. So I just don't want that your kids should only celebrate Mother's Day for you. Celebrate that motherhood inside you by saying no to certain things, by giving yourself certain amount of time, by taking care of your needs, by taking care of your hobbies, and surely by taking care of yourself. Because if you are good, you will keep everybody good. अगर आप खुश हैं तो आप दूसरों को खुश रख पाएंगे, आप सही हैं तो आप दूसरों को सही रख पाएंगे. And it is very important for you to know that you play multiple roles in a person's life. You are a friend to your kid. You are a mother to your kid, of course. You are a teacher to your kid. इतने सारे रोल्स प्ले करने के लिए क्या आपको अपने ऊपर काम नहीं करना? क्योंकि अगर आप खुद पे काम करेंगे तो आप अपने आप को ग्रो करेंगे, और अपने आप को ग्रो करेंगे तो आप अपने बच्चे को ग्रो कर पाएंगे. So celebrate this Mother's Day with yourself, embracing your motherhood and embracing your divine feminine energy by taking care of all these things. So yeah, that was all for today from my side on this Mother's Day. There's a lot to talk about mothers, but we have time constraints, इसलिए मुझे जाना पड़ेगा. Thank you so much for listening to me, and I hope you liked it. And I just want you to know that you can connect with me anytime on my Instagram handle, on my Facebook handle, on my YouTube channel. The links will be provided by the team to you somewhere below, here and there. And that's all from my side. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye bye.